The Toccata by Aram Khachaturian is a piece that I've played since I was 12 years old. It's a favorite of mine. I like sometimes I quite like to pair it with the earlier poem from 1923. It's one of the first works that Aram Khachaturian wrote. It's quite remarkable to think that he didn't know how to read a note of music until he was 19 years old, you know. And the thing I love about the Toccata is that it looks forward to the Second Symphony and it looks forward to the Piano Concerto, which is one of I love his Piano Concerto. I absolutely adore it. But anyway, my idea, modus operandi, in pairing it with the Shostakovich trio, which, by the way, I'm so excited to do this, especially with Tom and Corey. We have a unique working relationship, which I will talk about in a minute. But we had a fantastic conversation this afternoon about this, and I think it's going to be a tremendous energy between the three of us. Because they're both marvelous players and they're both fine musicians, and I'm so excited about this. But my feeling was that they're both playing two really, really great Bach pieces. And I thought, well, the second half, let's pair Khachaturian and Shostakovich because they were very good friends. Shostakovich was a big supporter of Khachaturian, to the point where the Soviet government decided to commission Aram Khachaturian and Dmitry Shostakovich to write a brand new Russian national anthem. So Shostakovich went around to Khachaturian's house and then wrote later in his somewhere, I think it was a memoirs I read of Sviatoslav Richter, and he complained. He said that it was a waste of time. He said because all Khachaturian wanted to do was drink, and so that's what they did. They sat around all afternoon and nothing got done. But anyway, the joie de vivre, from that friendship, obviously. So I thought, well, let's pair this early work with the Shostakovich trio, which I think is one of the most extraordinary pieces of chamber music ever written, really, in the 20th century. I mean, it's up there with the Quartet for the End of Time. It's but did you know that its very first performance in 1944, it was banned after that, and people apparently left in floods of tears at the sheer shock of the volume created and generated by the last movement, which ends quietly. Well, I'm just a bit of a spoiler here, but the last movement it just becomes bigger and bigger and bigger. Anyway, that's what we're going to look forward to on Friday, Sunday morning. But Orchestra Toronto for me is a most unique and special organization because not only are they're marvelous people and a marvelous orchestra to play with, and it's always such a privilege to be involved with them, but they came to my rescue in November. In the wake of a fire. And I was so moved by that and so touched by that any opportunity I have to turn around and share reciprocity by supporting this orchestra, then I absolutely will, because I go to so many of the concerts that they put on. The most recent one, the last one I went to was the Romeo and Juliet, that bizarre Dvorak piece about the Noon Witch, but all of the concerts, the Beethoven Ninth Symphony was absolutely tremendous. I mean, it was such an extraordinary moving experience. The Piano Concerto with Anastasia Rizikov, the Rachmaninoff, things like that. They always, Sunday afternoon is such a lovely time to go and see a concert, and Orchestra Toronto always gives such positive energy, and they always play so beautifully. And the both occasions I played with them, I just feel so privileged and honored. So it's for me, there's a place in my heart that will always be there for this band, So there we go.